Honda sets off fully charged with a new attitude. Today, we are going to conduct an on-road test of this Honda S7. To be honest, I couldn't wait since the last time I saw this car in the showroom. First, let's take a look at the exterior of this car. Wow! Has Honda's design become so modern now? If you look closely, you can see that the headlights are shaped like an H. And the car emblem can even light up, which really overturns my previous perception of Honda car exteriors. Now, let's take a look inside the car at the standard electric vehicle interior. There's a large Panasonic screen paired with a surround sound system. There's one thing I'm not sure if you've noticed. It seems like this car doesn't have a traditional air conditioner. Instead, the entire vehicle uses a surround air conditioning system. It heats up quickly. Additionally, we can use the cabin monitoring camera to keep an eye on the situation in the back seats. For families with elderly people and children, this feature is incredibly considerate. Speaking of being considerate, our Honda S7 is equipped with a total of 11 airbags throughout the vehicle, providing protection from 13 directions, making its safety level absolutely top-notch. Now let's take a look at the rear seat experience. Wow, I have to say, this is really spacious. You can fit several fists in here. Then we can see that you can also adjust the rear seat heating and ventilation yourself, and there's an independent air conditioning system. This is simply executive level comfort. Now, aside from the interior, what everyone is most concerned about is definitely the battery range. Why? This car comes in two configurations. One is rear-wheel drive and the other is all-wheel drive. The rear-wheel drive has a single motor with a range of 650 kilometers, while the all-wheel drive has dual motors with a range of 620 kilometers. This level is quite impressive among cars of the same class. It is equipped with CATL batteries. It has an 89.8 kWh ternary lithium battery, and it supports 800-volt high-voltage fast charging, which is particularly practical. In our usual use, charging once every 2 weeks is sufficient. Right now, we are waiting at a red light, and in a moment, we can try out how this feels. What does it feel like when starting off? Oh, the pushback feeling when starting is very noticeable. It doesn't feel like a sudden rush forward, but rather smooth and steady. I've hit another red light. In situations like this in the city, with frequent stop and go, it can easily make people uncomfortable and prone to motion sickness. So how about the focus acceleration of this S7? It doesn't make people feel uncomfortable. We use an ABS full-time adaptive solution system that adjusts every 0.02 seconds, which enhances driving stability while in motion. This car has been specifically tuned to prevent motion sickness. So if your family has children and elderly people, when taking the car, will find the comfort level much better. Now, let's try out this steering system. This car uses a double wishbone and 5-link independent suspension. I've turned now, and this steering is very light, with no lag at all. You see, with just a slight movement of my steering wheel, the front of the car immediately follows. This type of suspension is generally only experienced in luxury cars worth millions. Now, with our Honda S7, we can already experience the advantages of electric vehicles, which is the particularly strong torque, meaning its explosive power is especially strong. It's completely unlike traditional fuel cars, where you have to wait for the RPM to go up to feel the power. This is a feeling that comes as soon as you step on it. And it has a very impressive feature, which is the all-wheel drive system that intelligently distributes power. For example, when I start off, the rear-wheel drive exerts more power, giving us better traction. Then, when I'm cruising at high speed, it automatically adjusts to front-wheel drive to reduce energy consumption, which also extends our range. Now, when I navigate to a restaurant, I can see that the HUD head-up display is particularly advanced. It has a small arrow that tells me there's a right turn ahead, and it's a dynamic arrow. After watching for so long, has anyone noticed a problem? You see, this car has electronic rearview mirrors. The Honda S7 is the only one in its class using electronic rearview mirrors. For some experienced drivers, might there be some initial discomfort? There certainly might be. But for someone like me, after driving around for a bit, I've completely adapted. Once we get used to it, we can find that this rear view mirror not only offers a better view, moreover, it also reduces drag. To a certain extent, it improves the range. Truly worthy of being a Honda Saint that graduates in 4 years, it focuses on the driving experience in every aspect. So our test drive of this Honda S7 ends here today. After the test drive, we felt that it indeed maintains Honda's consistent high quality. The chassis handling combined with this new design concept greatly enhances the driving experience. If you're interested in this Honda S7, feel free to come to Kaihua for a test drive experience. See you next time.